I'm gonna stop it here. Well, the music that is. Um, so this is me. Underneath my wig or whatever, and all this other stuff. I decided to cut my hair, and the reason why I decided to cut my hair is because, um, for me, it was representation of shedding old things and starting fresh and new and being rejuvenated and just loving yourself, being kind to other people, um, or trying to exhibit what God has exhibited to us. So, with that being said, if God is love, then who are we? We're right underneath Him, so we should be exhibiting the same behaviors. Um, so, on my last video, I talked about a lot about my steps towards healing and moving forward and just loving yourself wholeheartedly, loving life for what it is, and just being free. Like, um, in high school, I can go back to that. High school, I feel like I was at a place where I wanted to be free. I wanted to be able to do things that, you know, that I know I could have done. It was just the spirit of fear. So, knowing what I know now, like I do not let one of those things was driving. I was for a long time scared to drive, just to drive. That to me is one of the steps in becoming an adult and becoming more independent, becoming the person that you can be. Because how would you get to destination point B from A to B if you didn't know how to do it? You see what I'm saying? Um, so with that being said, like you know, I look at things as a lesson and a blessing as well. I feel like I've overcome a lot, and I'm just thankful that God has given me the grace and mercy that He's put on me. Because back there then I was just like, mm-mm. Some of y'all, if you see this video one day that may know me, um, man, it was like I was a piece of work. Then my attitude got to the point where it was worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I had stuff going on at home, or stuff that I had to figure out. So, high school, a lot of people didn't know, but I was hiding it. I was dealing with fear, anxiety, and depression. So, um, I finally opened up about it with my mom. She, I'm like, Mom, like, I was depressed in high school. Like, I had anxiety in high school, which I don't know. I guess she knew some of it because some of it had to do a lot with my parents and what was going on there. So, like I said, that's for another video. But yeah, um, and I just had to learn to maneuver and move forward. Like, I don't know what happened when I became 18. It's like the sky was the limit for me. Like, I went to college full time for a very long time. It wasn't that long. It was like a good 3 years straight until, I started working, just working, working, working. And next thing you know, I end up having a child that wasn't um, underneath a marriage or underneath how God wanted it to be. So um, So I just felt like with that, becoming more transparent and being more open, I was more free spirited from the ages of, I feel like 18 to 23. Then after I had my child, it's almost like, I don't know, like I didn't do the stuff that I wanted to do because I had put my all into this person. I didn't know which way to go, how to take care of a child. And no, parenting doesn't come with the handbook. So, um, I'm just trying to be, you know, coherent as to what God is saying to me now, being more um, open, being more open to better communication. That was a problem area of mine. It still is in some ways. Um, a lot of people, ooh, that right there, that right there. See, that's the one reason why I cut my hair, because I knew that it was kind of damaged as well as my heart and my mind and my body and spirit. I feel like it was dissociated, like it wasn't together as one as it should be. Um, so, um, I feel like prayer and fasting would help out with that. Prayer and fasting has helped out with me. Um, being able to communicate to people, like I've learned that over the years, I'm more of a talker. Like, you really talk to me, like I would talk your tail off. And it was a frame of time where I was like quiet from like, let's say, fifth grade ish. I don't know why, but fifth grade ish up until like high school. High school is when I kind of started like talking a whole lot more, you know, started courting, you know, dating and all of that. You know how that goes. But so yeah. Um but I just feel like God has graced us. He has brought us from a long ways. It's no reason for us not to be able to heal and move forward. I'm actually going through that right now. I touched on that too on my last video. Healing, I'm moving forward because I can't stress that enough. You went through a bad relationship. You went through a divorce last year. You, you know, like you went through engagement and you didn't finish like I did. It's just, I'm telling you, like God is good and His mercy endured forever. You have nothing to lose when you're have that relationship and bond with God and know that He is God. We have to be still and know that He is God. And no matter what, we are just going to continue to live out our lives. And we can do it as a parent, as a mother. We can do it. We can be strong as we need to be. Pray. I encourage, like, don't even, because a lot of mornings I used to wake up with just looking at the phone and not even giving God His due. That's a big no. You open up your eyes, you realize that you woke up the next morning. You need to be not grabbing for that phone, but getting on those knees or just simply telling God, thank you for waking me up. I've gotten into a habit of doing that, and that's just what I love. And I love that I'm still open hearted to, even after all that I went through, I'm still open hearted. I still believe that there's love out there. that there's love out there for me. I am 33 years old. I've had twice where a ring was involved and I did not make it to a marriage. The first one was because I didn't want to. He was not saved. I didn't. And it was a couple other things. And I knew that God would steer me in a different direction. And I knew that God um, had a plan and a purpose for me that He was not going to be a part of. So, yeah, I'm just excited to where God is going to take me. And like, I just can't, like, I can't, the joy that I feel and knowing that He's able and He's able to do anything. Um, I've had conversations with people not that long ago or recently talking about, you know, going back to school. Because I did exhibit that or initially put in that I wanted to go back, you know, to college for nursing. And I just might because people opened up my mind. I've had at least 3 people within the past 8 months go back. You should do it. You can do it. And I know I can. He said if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, then you'll be able to move mountains. And I can never forget that story because I was in the choir stand. Youth choir was bomb. I'm not gonna lie. Loved it. Loved singing. Loved going to church as a little girl. Was I saved? I believed I was, but as a little girl, but at the same time, I felt like I wasn't because I didn't know what it means to live the life of being saved. So I would say no, you know, in that form. And then the day that I said this prayer, and I really believed in my heart that I was going to live for God and really know that I felt so light. Like, I have never, and I'm getting teary eyed right now because God is my boo. God is my baby. I had never felt so light. When I woke up that next morning, I felt like everything was going to be okay. Because let me tell you, without God, we are nothing. We are nothing. It's not too late to turn your life back to God if you hadn't been going that way. If you hadn't been living your life, if you've been backsliding, it's not too late to go back to God. So we have to live a life in knowing that He's right there by our sides. Renew our mind and our hearts daily. So I just wanted to get on here and make a video because I I got so much joy in me right now. It's been a series of events to just make me like back to back. God is so amazing. He's gonna do exceedingly and abundantly and above all but what we ask for. He always does it. So I'm just getting up here and letting you guys know it's not too late and to continue to be encouraged and to lean and trust on God because we're nothing without Him. All right, I think it's been long enough. Okay, you have a blessed and wonderful evening.